Hey, what is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be reacting to...
Hello folks, I'm Tommy G. Today we're looking into the most corrupt mayor in America, allegedly.
I hope y'all enjoy. Let's get into it.
Sir, can you explain to us a little bit?
I will not. You guys step over there on public.
I will not.
Goons have come out. Tommy G, they call me. Milwaukee representative. Hello folks, I'm Tommy G. Today we're looking into the most corrupt mayor in America, allegedly.
Whoa.
The mayor, is she a hero or a villain? We're in a town with potentially one of the most corrupt mayors in America. We're still looking, but this is just for videotaping. Look how many police they brought out here. Are you gonna get in your vehicle? I'll get in mine, you get in yours?
That's crazy. Off bat.
TikTok, I was assaulted by
Off the
a
bat.
barrage of videos covering Dolton, Illinois Mayor Tiffany Henyard. She refers to herself as the super mayor as well as the most powerful woman in Chicago's South Side. But does she use her power for good? People on the internet and in her own community have been calling her the most corrupt mayor in America. And here are some of the things she's been accused of. Stripping business licenses away from people that don't contribute to her charity, pay-for-play kickbacks and bribes, taking lavish first-class trips on the taxpayer dime, making the city pay for her own personal ice skating rink, using the taxpayer money as a marketing budget for self-promotion for things like 122 billboards with her face on it, and using tens of thousands of taxpayer money dollars per month to hire a PR firm that's designed to clean up her image. And I'll give her this, her image is tough to clean up. Here's some more reasons why. She double dips as both the mayor of Dolton and the Village of Thornton Township supervisor, and she's made it so that if she's not re-elected as supervisor, the incoming person would receive a 90% pay cut. She's racked up credit card debt like she's trying to set a record, and she tells the residents things like better have my money and compares herself to Martin Luther King. And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
That's crazy.
It's alleged that she rolls around like a crime boss. Some people claim that she's even gone as far as having the cars of people that oppose her shot up to intimidate them. She rolls around in a convoy of extensive private
I believe
security,
it.
of course on the taxpayer dollar, and it's said that she has the police force in her pocket partly due to the outrageous amounts of overtime she allows her officers to be paid. Again, on the taxpayer dollar. I hope you're noticing the theme here. Unfortunately for Tiffany and her police chief lapdog, Officer Louis Lacey, I have in my possession receipts, disciplinary forms, documents, and insider information that we will be diving into in great detail today. Folks, this channel does not stand
Bro, first off, outstanding work already for Tommy G, bro, or on Tommy G's part and his team, bro. First 2 minutes is just straight info on juiciness, and let's just keep it going. I just gotta say that.
I'm sure you'll
Dang.
draw the conclusion that Tiffany, Officer Lacey, and their cronies are not only
That man's
bullies
going
of the
nuts.
worst kind, but an absolute disgrace to the title of public servant. The FBI
But
is
shorty
currently
tripping,
investigating
no lie.
her, so I hope she gets to see this video, but I'm not sure what the Wi-Fi situation is in Cook County Jail. Let's begin the episode.
Shade.
Was gone 190 some days, but shit, I'm back in next. Pull on this block and put my gloves on just like Michael Jackson.
Oh, sweet home.
Hopefully, folks, if you're watching this right now, you have the privilege of living in a democracy. And if you live in a democracy, that means that you've elected people that should represent you and have your best interest at heart. Right now in the United States, we have a crisis with our politicians. There's an awful lot of people that are abusing their positions of power to enrich themselves and to you, the citizen. You can look at the national level where we have people like Tommy Tuberville, Nancy Pelosi, U.S. senators and congresspeople that, while being full-time politicians, are also somehow the best stock traders we've ever seen. They're outperforming Wall Street. Today, folks, we look at it at a local level. We're looking at the most corrupt mayor in America. And I have to say allegedly, because this mayor, Tiffany Henyard, she likes using the legal system. People that don't agree with her or speak out against her. She has a lot of cases that have been filed.
Y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all black, and y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman.
I want to avoid being dragged into court by her. So I'm going to say this is all alleged. This is all my opinion. And we'll
Allegedly.
let the FBI, who's also in town right now, determine the facts of the case. We're speaking to a lot of people, angry, upset, and ready to speak out against this mayor.
I'm ready. I'm ready. That's crazy. Shorty. Oh.
Allegedly done. So folks, let's pull up, let's hit the streets, and let's dive into this story.
We off to a great start, y'all. Off to a great start. Dolton.
Mayor Tiffany, hero or villain?
She's a villain. She really don't be doing nothing for us. She tried to make a big show, a big act, but she's not doing stuff that really needs to be done.
We heard that the FBI is in town looking into her.
They are
What is she allegedly guilty of, do you think?
stealing that money. Because you know her family work with her. Most likely she's stealing money and giving it to her family and using it for herself instead of giving it to the people that actually need it. And she be having her names all on the trucks and stuff. Like, it be everywhere.
Bills obtained by Fox 32
That's
under
nuts.
open records laws shows Thornton Township paid more than $10,000 for the vinyl signs themselves.
If you
Bro, you paying 10K for signs, bro? Give that 10K to the people.
speak with
Shit,
her directly,
bro.
anything you would say to Tiffany?
Do better.
That's for signs alone, y'all. Y'all realize that's crazy, Brad. 10K is a lot of money. 10K is a lot of money, bro.
Do you know the Mayor Tiffany?
Brad.
Hero or villain?
It's whatever, baby.
Pulling up to the administration building where we're meeting.
She's a
trustees.
gangster. Let me see that again.
Pulling up to the administration building where we're meeting trustees, people that are our public servants and want to speak out against her. Let's see who we have gathered. So Mayor Tiffany, hero or villain?
From what I know, villain. The security guards is getting like 300 hours on their checks and stuff.
The officers are paid
That's
every
nuts.
2 weeks, which without overtime is 80 hours. But when they're put on Henyard's detail, that 80 hours balloons to well over 100 hours, sometimes 200 hours. And in the case of Officer Terry Young last May, 303 hours worked over a 2-week period. That resulted in a single paycheck of more than $13,000.
How does a person put in a 2-week pay period, 303 hours? That's impossible.
How are you securing somebody in your sleep? How are you getting 300 hours so you know that she's pulling money from somewhere? I don't know where. She's not pulling out.
The baby like, speak, mama, speak.
Been rocking some new
That's
attire,
crazy.
okay? Rip mainstream media. They've tried attacking me, this channel, because we stand for truth and actually talking to people. So if you want to join the resistance, join the movement, link is in the description. And I'm actually going to FaceTime 3 people that buy it in the next 48 hours. I'm picking 3 of you to FaceTime, talk to you, connect to you. So join the movement, link in description.
Why I love Envato Elements? I love that I don't have to animate my own texting conversation.
What do you expect of a mayor when you elect?
Kiana.
What kind of behavior do you expect?
Leadership, inclusiveness,
What is a trustee?
the governing bodies. We maintain the finances, amend, and make laws for the community.
Now, if she does indeed go to prison for this, will you be putting any money on her commissary?
No. She's using the police as her scapegoat to intimidate, retaliate. People speak against her. They're giving people tickets. It's just a lot of stuff
The
that's
police
going on.
are
nuts.
in her pocket?
Yes.
Are they on her payroll or what?
She a modern day
Do
gangster,
you think
bro.
she's a hero or a villain?
Oh, she's ready.
Spending all the Village of Dalton tax dollars and Thornton Township, which is part of the.
Okay, get to the bread, Valor.
This is Valeria Stubbs, a vocal critic of the mayor who believes her home was shot up at the request of the mayor, stemming from a bitter feud they had last summer. Asked if she believes
Dang.
Stubbs did not hesitate. Absolutely, she told the New York Post.
We have some of the highest taxes, property taxes in the Southland, and because we have a food desert out here, lack of businesses, we need all the tax dollars that we can get. She created Greenwood Falls ice skating rink that is never opened, that does not generate any revenue whatsoever.
It's your mayor, Tiffany
Damn.
Henry, the people's mayor. We're finally in the
She a modern day gangster, y'all. What
of
can?
Greenwood Farm.
What? That's what that nigga said earlier. She's a gangster. Yeah.
And remember,
What the fuck she
we
doing,
do
nigga?
this for you, residents,
I ain't
because
advocating. I'm
you
just.
come first.
I
It
saw
is
a
what it
video where
is.
She was in the ice rink having a party.
Only when she's having something is the ice skating rink open.
So she basically has a personal ice rink that she's funded through taxpayer dollars and gets to use for her own parties.
Yes. When she went to a board meeting and dressed as Nino Brown, said that the residents blink better have her money.
What's being referred to right now is the town hall meeting when Mayor Tiffany walked in dressed as Nino Brown from the movie New Jack City with the Rihanna song playing in the background, Better Have My Money, as a message to her residents.
Every single resident.
That's crazy.
pay me what you owe me.
What she fails to realize is that that is not her money, that is the taxpayer money. But this is much bigger than Mayor Tiffany. This is a larger trend around the country of public servants and institutions showing that they have no regard
Imagine
where our
doing
money
that though, that's
goes or
wild.
how
That's
they piss it
bold.
away. For example, the Department of Defense has failed their audit the last 10 years in a row and are unable to account for up to $3.1 trillion worth of assets. They are accountable to us. We fund them. So my question to them is, where is our money? And they need to answer that.
There's two sides.
Tommy G got a point. Run that
No regard. What she
back.
fails to realize is that that is not her money. That is the taxpayer money. But this is much bigger than Mayor Tiffany. This is a larger trend around the country of public servants and institutions showing that they have no regard where our money goes or how they piss it away. For example, the Department of Defense has failed their audit the last 10 years in a row and are unable
It'd
to
be our
account
own
for up to
departments.
$3.1
No, I'm just
trillion
kidding. But it'd be
worth
our
of
own.
assets. They are accountable to us. We fund
You know.
them. So my question to them is, where is our money? And they need to answer that.
That
There's
shit
two
gone,
sides.
bro.
There's the township and the village, and she kind of double dips. She's the mayor of the.
She's the mayor of the village.
She's the mayor of the village, and she's also a
The supervisor for the Thornton Township.
And combined, her income from this job is.
I say over $300,000 a year because she get perks too.
But she would think the next person that gets elected would get
She,
20.
all right, she crazy pocket watching now. Like, I know it's her job. I know she's a trustee, but damn, nigga, can't have shit.
$5,000, right? So that's a kind of way to ice out the competition.
It is what it is,
To
bro.
that position.
But she abusing her power, or you know what I'm saying? So, shit, you reap what you sow.
Position, that salary would go down, and I believe it was approximately $50,000.
The FBI is in town. Do you
50K.
think Tiffany knows she's cooked, or do you think she thinks she's innocent, or what do you think?
I really don't think that she thinks she's going to jail. I'm also a former Cook County sheriff for the Department of Corrections, and I
So she got
suggest that
inside.
she go and take a tour of that facility so she can see what's in store for her.
That's Mayor Tiffany, hero or villain?
Villain.
That
How
nigga
is
started.
Tiffany doing with taxpayer money?
I don't have enough information, and that kind of goes to the root of the problem. There isn't much transparency. There isn't much back and forth as far as, you know, hey, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing it, things of that
This
nature.
is why.
It also goes into different things like types of accommodations and things, and I know a lot of people have heard things about that as far as like, you know,
You don't need to be in the Bellagio
exactly.
penthouse.
If you're going to get the stipend, then you use it for your meals, you use it for your transportation, things like that. You don't go then and put everything on, say, the township credit card.
They say if you want to find the truth, the best way to do it is to follow the money. So we obtained the Thornton Township credit card statements through a Freedom of Information.
Yeah, they've been throwing them documents all around. Shit, I was about to say, do they have like the greater sum of all she's stolen? Because, and it looks like 200K credit line. She spent most of that. Let me see.
Got to digging.
I don't
When we
know.
look through these, we noticed
But
that
it is what
Tiffany
it
herself
is.
does not have a
Shorty
credit
getting
card.
paid.
However, another one of her lapdogs, Thornton Township and Village of Dalton administrator Keith Freeman, has made some awfully sus purchases in the last year. Take, for example, a round-trip flight from Chicago to D.C. Despite an economy ticket running about $200, Tiffany and Keith booked flights on the Thornton taxpayer dollar for $1,265 each. That's first class, folks. Another set of
Damn.
transactions is the Bliss Beauty, a local...
Let me see that shit again.
$65 each. That's first class, folks. Another set of transactions is the Bliss Beauty, a local hair salon. $565 on January 16th,
Dang.
$1,225 on February 3rd, and $1,735 on February 19th of 2023. Now, my question for Keith and his purchase of $5,400 on beauty supplies is, are these wigs for you? And if that case, slay queen, or are you secretly buying wigs for Mayor Tiffany and running up the taxpayer dollar for her? Next, let's talk dining. Mayor Tiffany and her comrades love spending money on extravagant meals, like $427 at Theo's Steak and Seafood and $426 at Hamada of Japan are just the tip of the iceberg. In fact, in the first two billing periods of 2023, Keith Freeman spent $5,900 towards meals on the Thornton
Bro,
Township
they
card,
really
which
following
begs
the money
question,
trail,
folks,
bro.
Is this illegal or merely unethical? Because to me, a public servant should not be balling out on the taxpayer dime. The question of legality is not for me to decide. I'll let the FBI handle that.
Let's just say Tiffany watches this video, and you could say a message directly to her. What would you want to say?
Just resign. Just leave.
Just resign.
If you're gonna
Get
be
them out of here.
you better act like it or get the hell out. I'll see you in jail.
I would like for you to repent for the sins that you have done.
Yes,
Or go to
Granny.
jail.
We've gone through all this where there's no transparency, seeing where money's been misspent, unfortunately. It's beyond something I think that could be repaired and fixed at this time. It's time to go.
Pulling up to a strip mall to talk to a business owner, Dr. Scott, that has been screwed by the mayor. Let's see what she has to say.
Next, we meet Dr. Scott, who recently bought a strip mall in Dolton. She's trying to bring much-needed services to the community, like a free food bank that functions like a grocery shop, but she's struggling against Mayor Tiffany's attempts to drown her out. Everyone I asked about Dr. Scott says she's like a saint and can't believe this is happening to her. Let's meet her and hear her story.
Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Dude, she has such a nice smile, I ain't gonna lie.
We acquired this entire strip mall to bring additional programs.
You know when those type of people who are just so inviting and have that such a good like spirit and aura, you know what I'm saying? Like just off her smile, you could tell like dang, like she like bling, you know, it's like it's one of those.
To not just
one of those smiles, like it's really inviting.
Of Cook County. The shelves aren't full now, but by tomorrow we will have all the shelves full, and the numbers indicate.
But she's doing something great right now. I ain't gonna lie.
This area here.
Like who doing what she doing?
When we purchased the property, the idea was to open up, a thrift store to give people access to quality items. We have not been able to do that.
How long has this been sitting vacant for?
July.
And you still have to pay property
since July.
Taxes.
Yes.
You still have to pay rent. You still have to pay overhead, insurance.
I still have mortgage. I still have insurance. I do partner with other organizations that give me volunteers, but I do have a small team that we have to pay payroll because we still function. We still try to serve the community by having the grocery store available.
If this isn't able to be funded, whose
Bro,
pocket does it come
that's
out
outstanding.
Mine?
Cities can have layers of bureaucracy that keep you from running your business and making money, and the longer that they keep this
Tommy G breaking, bro. Shouts out that nigga bringing aware. I didn't even know that, bro.
To foot the bill.
The More You Know by Tommy G. Okay.
And the longer that they cost their own people. This in particular makes me mad because when you see someone actually willing to take a risk like she is and they're preventing her from doing it, it's not a good thing.
All of this space is to expand the grocery store. Right now, it's just being used as storage.
Dude, look at all that. Yeah, look at all that space.
When we're able to do a pop-up fundraiser. We have things that have been donated to us that we sell to the community. All the clothes and things you see are $1, shoes are $2.
Wow.
I received a letter from the village telling me that I needed to have these 6 things in order for them to even begin to think about giving me permits. And that package was architectural drawings, which I've already submitted to the village, but they want to have a state certification stamp on those drawings and just a number of different things that they were asking for as though I were building a building. I'm trying to do simple renovations to get us back up and running.
Flooring,
and
paint, lights.
they're requiring us to do a number of things that someone who is building a structure would need to do. For the type of work I'm trying to do, it doesn't require everything that they were listing. They wanted to come in and do a occupancy inspection. I didn't request the occupancy inspection, and so I said, no, you cannot do it.
Because what they were trying to do is come in and write you up for everything.
Absolutely, to shut me down. When we were closed down for 2 weeks because we had flooded, there was a mother who drove up with 3 kids in the car asking if we were open because she didn't know how she was going to feed her kids. That is what matters to me.
If you could say a direct message to Tiffany, what would you say right now?
It's really unfortunate that you sit in a seat of power. In my eyes, you did not do the right thing. I have no idea why you chose to stop something that could benefit the community that you love. You grew here. Everybody else flew here. But I said to you when I met with you to see my heart and know that I want to help the community.
You better listen.
One way we fight corruption is with our vote, another way is with our dollar. I'm going to donate $500 of my own money to this cause to keep this food pantry open and running so that the city can't squash her out of business, so she can help the people.
Yeah, see, look at that smile.
Rally around Dr. Scott GoFundMe. I put $500 of my own dollars in. Let's flood this lady with money. Let's see what we can do as a YouTube community. And this is also a way to stand against Mayor Tiffany. Link is in my description. Let's blow her up. Thank you, guys. Let's blow it up. Let's fund this, and let's give a big giant you to the Mayor Tiffany. If you try to approach her township, her fortress, what happens?
The police gonna come and
I'm up for the challenge. Let's head over to her township and see if we can speak to her or people that might know more about this story.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, good luck.
Fuck with Tommy G, bro.
Buy money, just call me.
He going straight up there. He don't care.
Hello there. Yeah, as you can tell, some of the city officials don't want to talk about what's been going on, but
Let's talk about the motorcade that Tiffany uses to roll around town like she's some sort of crime boss. We did some digging and we found the receipt from the car dealership that Tiffany leased these Tahoes from.
Golly! Tiffany, what you doing? That's a lot.
On just one of these Tahoes, with a retail price of $93,000, Tiffany overpaid by nearly $56,000. I don't know if she's the worst negotiator on the planet or if there's something fishy going on here, but this is a shining example of how Tiffany has failed the hardworking taxpayers of Dalton. It's purchases like this that has led the town to be millions of dollars in the deficit.
we're probably not going to be able to talk to many of these people because they know that they're guilty, allegedly, but let's go into the township and see what we can find. I love bringing justice to a city. Is Mayor Tiffany, would you say, a hero or a villain?
Hero, of course.
Why is that?
Everything she's promised, she's done. Get the garbage picked up properly. There are a lot of improvements. Like
Nice.
She has an amusement park for the kids on Greenwood Avenue.
Are you a citizen? Are you
She
a
got her
employee
agent?
of the city?
I'm a citizen. Yeah, I've lived here for almost 32 years.
Because we talked to some people who are really upset about some of her spending. She's buying $150,000 vehicles, the fact that she's bought an ice rink basically for herself. The naysayers are saying some really damning things about her. What do you think about that?
There's this drumbeat to try to remove her. I don't know if it's because of her youth or what it is.
So would you say financially she's spending the taxpayer money appropriately?
I think so.
Why do you think the FBI is in town right now?
There's a lot of hubbub and a lot of stuff going around, people talking and
Now you can find your footage faster than ever.
Yeah, see that nigga
AI
chooses his words wisely.
by Artlist.
me personally, as a citizen of the city, I haven't seen anything overt.
We just talked to business owners across the street in that strip mall that are not getting permitted and licensed to open up things that will help the community. A lot of these people are saying because they don't donate directly to her campaign, you get stripped of your business license or you're not granted a business license.
That's still nuts.
I've never heard of that. If there's such a thing going on, I'm against that for sure. I'm hearing a lot of allegations, but I have not seen anything concrete.
Hello, sir.
Hey, good. How you guys doing?
Oh, good. We're just doing a story. We've heard controversy about the mayor, and we're here to see if she's a hero or a villain. What is your take, sir?
No, I don't have a take. I'm saying, what are you here for? You're just taking.
We're running a video right now.
But you got to get permission to do that.
In a public area, sir?
Yeah.
I don't believe so. This is a public area, huh? Which means you get to film in public. There she is, right there. Oh, wait, is this a public area?
Yeah, but we don't. You have to get permission to take pictures of people here. You cannot be in here.
Wait, isn't this a public area though?
You can't be with the cameras. Come on out. Come on out.
Wait, this is a public area.
Come on out, gentlemen.
Can you ask that
Sir,
question?
step out, please.
Is this a public area?
Sir, please step out.
I don't think this is legal.
Sir?
That's a police officer saying that. Sir, can you explain to us a little bit?
I will not.
The man you see here is Deputy Chief Lacey. While you might look at him and think he's a Walmart version of Detroit Urban Survival, he actually is a man with a disciplinary report that is the Bible. He currently has 3 active lawsuits against him. All 3 of them allege violations of the Constitution for the acts he has.
Defendants Lacey and Bankhead then used physical force on plaintiff, including striking him, grabbing his extremities, and twisting his arms to restrain and ultimately handcuff plaintiff, which caused him pain and physical injury. Defendant Lacey used pepper spray in the plaintiff's face, including his mouth, nose, and eyes, causing extreme pain, fear, and physical injury. I don't know if that's how you say it, plaintiffs or I don't know.
3 active lawsuits against him. All 3 of them allege violations of the Constitution.
I don't know where we're going to start on this, but this one says defendant officer Lacey gave the orders for the arrest, which was without reasonable or probable cause. Or about 5:23 p.m., Plaintiff West was placed under arrest for protesting. Plaintiff West was placed in the... Hold on. I got y'all niggas. Was placed in the squad car for nearly 20 minutes. Plaintiff West not informed why he was being detained. Subsequently, Plaintiff West was taken to the station and placed in a dark interrogation room for several hours without being processed or informed why he was being detained. Plaintiff West was also denied access to the lavatory while in custody for hours. Eventually, Plaintiff West was released without charges after the protest had ended. It's literally queasy. They literally had that nigga just waiting and chilling. Oh shit, hold on. See? Hold on. Yeah, Ali.
Start with his petty incidents. One of his reports details him threatening the water company over a $300 bill he didn't want to pay. He's also known for trying not to pay tolls when he drives through them. But things get more serious. Many residents have banded together to note his excessive use of force and his use of the taser. In a 2012 incident, he was sued for Fourth Amendment constitutional violations due to excessive force. Lacey lost this case and the judge ordered payment of $12,000 for the incident. In the summer of 2021, 19-year-old Alexis Wilson was shot 7 times and killed by Dolton police. Her mom emailed us twice, pleading with us to expose Officer Lacey. Activists Carlos West and Rabbi Michael McLennan protested his killing 7 days later, exercising their constitutional right to free speech. However, their rights were violated by Officer Lacey once again when he ordered their arrest without due cause. They filed a lawsuit, and on March 4th, both of these men were awarded $50,000 in settlements. This is one of Mayor Tiffany's lead lapdogs that she uses to control the town through his goonish actions. Another case he was involved in
Shorty kind of evil, bro.
in Cook County history. $32.5 million.
You guys step over there on public property.
This is not public
Oh
property.
no, Shorty just moving. Weird,
Can
bro.
you answer my question, sir?
Do you have ID? In Illinois, you have to have ID. Do you
We have ID.
May I see it, please?
What is the thing you suspect us of doing?
In a minute, I'm asking you.
This is a public taxpayer area that we're now being
Step over here, sir.
hassled.
Step over here.
The goons have come out.
Okay. Here we. Oh,
This is quite a response for people doing a story.
Keep walking, sir.
How many police vehicles are coming for this?
What exactly are you guys trying to accomplish out here?
The mayor. Is she a hero or a villain?
No.
This is part of the convoy too, guys. The taxpayer sponsored Tahoe's right there. At $150K for a vehicle.
She in that car, nigga.
That's
Run me
more
over.
guys on the scene. I can tell you, sir, I'm not riding dirty in the slightest, so there's nothing you'll. How are you doing?
Sir, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you have your guys sit in the car, please?
What? No.
You sure?
If you want us to do something off camera and I'm surrounded by 6 people, I'm not going to about to do
Yeah,
that.
step back real quick.
Can you please tell me why you refuse to say what the public area is that you want me to go to? Tommy G, they call me. Milwaukee representative.
Everybody cams on?
In Milwaukee, you can literally steal a car and rob a bank and not this many cops show up. So once I come up clean, then what?
Who else got ID?
Coming back.
State of Illinois, you're supposed to have ID.
Go get your ID.
You just keep flashing that up,
Go
bro.
get your ID. Unlock the car so you can get his ID.
It's not a request.
Go get it.
Not a request.
Not at all.
You know you're liable, right?
That's a cop. That's a cop right there. Go get. He had the hand. Do what you're supposed. Go get your. I'm not gonna. He had that. He got that.
Right. I know who you are. Got your information. Get it right.
That sounds
Reach out and touch it.
Hey, dude, nice job. You're valid, dude. Good for you.
I'm legal, so.
Okay, John.
I'm dead as hell. He's
Are you gonna
funny.
get your vehicle? I'll get mine. You get yours.
Hey, go to your car. Have a good day.
What the f is going on, these motherfuckers?
I got info. We should probably before they like.
That's intimidation. This is why the trustees did not want us to come here. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Is this something that someone that's innocent would be doing? Look, business. Shut down. Shut down. And shut down. Mayor Tiffany, when you go to jail, there will be many people applauding it.
It's crazy.
20 police officers or something like that in Dolton.
Holy shit! That's wow! Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's Deputy Chief Lacey. He's the biggest jerk of all.
Officer Lacey, you want to handle this like a real man? I will pay you a week's salary. Any gym in Illinois or Wisconsin, I'll meet you there. Handle it like men. If I lose, I give it to you. If
Bro,
I
he
win,
is
you go to
about
the
it.
I'm pretty sure
Tommy
you
G's a
will
real
run for the
nigga.
office if you're not gonna take up a real challenge. I don't with bullies. You try messing with the water bill company when they're trying to collect their bill from you. You try messing with the toll people. You have a long history, longer than a Harry Potter book, of you messing with the citizens of your city. Come here like a real man and sort it out, or you can say you're scared little butt in the office. You pick.
You got it, Tommy. You got it.
Here's a fun way you can.
Here's a fun way not to fuck with Tommy. How about that?
You're built like a fucking potato.
Dang.
All right.
Funny.
I didn't even get to the part where
Is that
I tell
not a
you
public area?
that she's had me arrested.
What?
Yeah, for picking up her campaign literature off my windshield of my car.
You got cuffed.
Yes, 8 months of them continuing, the court hearing for the case to be dropped by the state's attorney's office for lack of evidence.
Was where we were public area?
Yes.
Inside and outside.
100%.
We were escorted out, made it seem like we were doing something illegal.
It's
Taking
crazy.
our IDs pressed, they wouldn't tell them that if we didn't give them our ID, they were gonna do something. He had threats to us. You've done the FOIA request. You have all the documents. What kind of stuff have you seen in those documents that catches your attention?
Things that stand out, obviously, are the travel. I mean, it's huge. About 2 trips a month, 3 to 6 days for every trip. I would say 95% of them are unrelated to the township. You know, she went to Portland, Oregon for some conference called the Her Voice, like a women empower leading other women to God. Anybody who knows when you're using taxpayer funds, when you start putting religion into it, it's a touchy situation because you govern in the township 190,000 voters. Not all of them believe the same thing you do.
How is she living when she goes on these trips?
It's outside of her own pay scale. That's how she's living. She's
That's
not
crazy.
living a $300,000 a year life like she's making. She's living a $1 million life because she's keeping her money and spending ours. You get a $600 per day per diem. You don't turn in receipts for those.
Which is very
means
generous per diem.
You shouldn't be swiping the credit card for anything, ma'am. Why do I see all of your meals on here? Why do I see your hotels on here?
What kind of hotels is she staying at? Is it fancy?
Yeah, Hyatt, Hilton's, Four Seasons.
Four Seasons?
Damn. Yeah, you name it. Just the best of everything for her. Flying first class to Las Vegas. Her and Keith Freeman. I know the news didn't say that. He put out her $3,700 flight for herself.
She bought a $3,700 flight to Las Vegas?
But Keith Freeman's flight was the same amount. Her and Carmen Carlisle had, you know, $1,600 flight to Atlanta.
Where is she eating? What kind of places is she going to when she eats on the road?
Steakhouse.
Shorty's just, yeah, Shorty eating good. Shorty eating good, feeling good. Motherfucking, I don't even know, bro. It's like, I don't know. You just living with, like she said, bro. You just living outside your means, and you trying to live the high life. You're getting caught up really bad. I don't know how you get caught up that bad, bro. Like, that's not even your money to be spending, but you spending. I don't know.
Think of that would be high-end dining.
You just look goofy.
For the most part, that's where they're eating. Now, that looked a little different in their little bike ride to Springfield for her non-for-profit. On those trips, they stayed at Hampton Inn. They're bike riding, and they have a full-on DJ being pulled on a trailer behind them. I mean, they're blocking off streets for this.
What else is outrageous that you've seen now that you're privy to the books?
The amount of money she's spending on her PR. That's probably running Thornton Township about $25,000 a month.
So taxpayers, they're not only paying for the front end of all the bad stuff she's spending money on, but they're paying for the PR cleanup on the back end as well.
Absolutely.
What would it take to just remove her from office?
She was recalled. The residents voted to remove her from office.
That's nuts.
What was the percentage vote to recall her?
It was about 56%. We were at about 1,900 to remove her, and about 1,300 said to leave her.
Her salary is $224,000, but if she doesn't get reelected, the person that takes over will get $25,000, and that's a way to deter people from running against her?
Mm-hmm. The previous supervisor was in his 9th term. Now you can see the $200,000 salary because he worked for it for 32 years.
Yeah.
She keeps his salary because the law for township municipalities says if you take over his term, you complete the term. Whereas in a regular municipality, like if a mayor passed away and the board appointed somebody, the next municipal election, that mayor would have to run. That seat would be up. But in the township, it doesn't work that way. You finish the entire term. My previous boss had passed away
going crazy.
8 months into his term, so she had a full 3 years to finish. So she gets to keep his pay.
Mm-hmm.
What would happen though if she ran in 2025 and she won? She would have went to a first term salary. The pay scale was changed dramatically because she made it that she keeps the salary she has now. Anybody else goes down to 25. There's no more salaries by term. She removed that.
Is there anything positive you can say about the mayor?
I will say she has some ideas that I think are great. You know, the ice rink, it's beautiful. Visually, it looks nice. Had that been done right and had there been a plan in place, a plan for revenue, a plan, you know, for long-term maintenance, a plan on how we were going to bring people out to make sure that the cost was covered at minimum. This could have been good things for the community. Because of the choice to always do things in a me manner, it never feels like it's for the community. All of the qualities that we see now,
it's all about me, Tiffany, me.
Those were all there when she was just little Tiffany Henier that was a trustee here in Dalton. They just magnified with the money and the power.
I got let go from the township. I was the maintenance manager for 20 years. I was getting ready to retire. I went on vacation. Came back off vacation. I was locked out of my office. Was told that I had to see Keith Freeman for my keys. I sat up at the township 3 days in the lobby, getting paid, you know, waiting for my keys. And on the 4th day, I said, forget it. I just took 2 sick days. Then that Friday, I got a termination letter saying I was terminated.
And so your benefits from retiring, or did you not have access to that?
She didn't mess with that at all.
We got harassed by Officer Lacey. What can you say about him?
He's one of the mayor's lynchmen. He just got appointed that spot when the other police chief resign.
Is there anything in the books that reflect that police officers are getting kickbacks from the mayor?
Oh, their overtime. It averages about 100 hours a pay period for her security. The one he had 303 hours on one bi-weekly pay period.
Most of that at an overtime
check.
rate.
Yep.
A $13,000 check.
Absolutely.
And that's a cop or security guard?
That was her security guard.
Folks, this channel does not stand for bullies, so I'm happy
That's
to put
insane.
out this piece about Tiffany and Officer Lacey.
I wish I got 13K to just you know what I'm saying?
I hope that town gets cleaned up soon. And folks, just a reminder to contribute to Dr. Scott's GoFundMe. Let's help her out. And last thing, RIP mainstream media. The independents like me are taking over, and they don't like that. You want to rep the movement? Go to the website. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
We love it. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed. You know what I'm saying? It was very, very, very informational. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know this was going on in Illinois. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is just clueless in their own home state. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all enjoyed. Tommy G really bringing awareness. You know what I'm saying? Go check out that video. I'll have the link in the description. Comment down below what was the craziest thing you thought she purchased. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was the car. How you spend 150 bands on a car, bro? It's not even like how you spend 150 bands on a car. How you overpay it so much to where it's like you had a plus 50. I think it was like she paid like over $50,000, like over market, or $50,000 over the regular price or the what you usually get it for. So it's kind of crazy. So hey, it is what it is. Shorty is gone. Shorty's cooked. Shorty gone. Your own homies against you. Your own people who watch your money is against you. So like when it gets to that, it's up, bro. You sorry, Tiffany, you gone. Like, well, I'm not really sorry you did it to yourself, but I hope y'all enjoy it, and catch y'all later.